No one feels like
video
watching.
is creek chub and white sucker catch and cook. I caught these
Subscribe to my channel.
creek chub just waiting up a stream on a number 4 gold panther martin, reeling at 2.0 miles per hour. Actually, I don't know how fast that was reeling. I was casting them upstream and reeling downstream and fanning across the river, casting in the deepest part of the creek I was fishing on, and just reeling it in at sometimes slow, sometimes fast, as changed on my speed. And to catch the white sucker, I used a small split shot about 18 inches above like a size 8 hook with a trout worm. And you catch a lot more suckers if you put a split shot with your trout worm and cast in the deep pools and get by bottom, because the suckers feed on bottom. And you can catch chubs, a lot of chubs in the creeks where there's a lot of chubs on worms, whether they're on bottom or drifting, but they'll probably catch more of them if you're just drifting them or keeping it taut, because they bite kind of light. The sucker, we're gonna cook this too. Nice white sucker. We're gonna cook this up in butter. This is gonna be the best catch and cook ever. So here's some creek chub and some sucker. I filleted and took it out of the carcass. Here's what the fillets look. They kind of got all mushed up. They're both kind of mushy fish. Here's what the white sucker. I tried cutting up into chunks to pick bones out of it. And I'm gonna try just breading a whole chub and frying a whole chub. So I'm gonna bread the fish. Yeah, so I have some Louisiana crispy batter, and we're gonna put this in the bowl right here. And we have Sita in the background going meow meow meow, like I think she's hungry. And here's what the batter looks like. So I'm gonna take the fish and we're gonna lightly batter it like this. And then we're gonna put it in the deep fryer. Here's what the first batch of sucker and chubs look like. I'm so excited for this. Time to bed up the next one. I'll try a chunk of it in a minute. I need new oil in the deep fryer too. There's not much for fryer oil. I'm trying this. Here's the fish. Pretty good. I must have been creek chub. So my oil's getting dirty, but there's some more fish, and I'm gonna bread this up. Don't know. I've never fried a fish this way. We're gonna see how it turns out. So. There's what it looks like. Could use a few more French fries to make the level of the oil higher. We'll see how this tastes. Here's some fries in the last chub. Here's what the whole chub looks like. So here's what it looks like. We're gonna try eating this whole chub. Shelby's like, gross. some burrs, mud. I don't know. So here's the chubber to eat the whole chub now. So I'm going to eat the whole chub now. Here is what it looks like. I ate some fish like that was better like this in Brazil, and I went to eat it, and I thought eating it with the bones was kind of gross, and I had a hard time eating the bones and picking them out, so I just ended up picking the meat off of the bones with a fork with that fish. This chub was okay, but I just don't care for the bones being in with the fish. My girlfriend said in Spain they would eat fish like that too, and they eat sardines like that. But if you're gonna eat a little fish, that's probably the way you get the most meat off of them. But I prefer filleting the fish. But that is just my particular. But it is definitely is edible and was okay. The deep fried chub and bluegill and sucker was actually pretty good. Like they were mushy when I cut them up, and they came apart in fillets very easily. But once I breaded them up and fried them, they were pretty good. Like they weren't quite as good as perch or bluegill or crappie or little 12-inch walleyes, but they were definitely decent fish. Definitely worthwhile eating them. And I enjoyed eating them. There was just a few bones in the sucker, which I could just digest, like they weren't getting caught in my throat or anything. So they were definitely edible. And Benny approved of the deep fried sucker, which made me feel good because in the last catch and cook I did, he did not want to eat my trout, which really offended me. But Sita didn't eat it. I'm enjoying doing these funny catch and cooks, and I think it's more fun and entertaining to cook up fish that people don't eat than it is cooking up fish that people cook up all the time, because everyone's done it at catch and cook bluegill or catch and cook crappie or catch and cook trout, because we already know they taste good. Like you can see different ways people cook them, but that's about it. So I'm gonna keep on doing some of these